German people and their design team, they don't care about Chinese market.
Right.
They set the rules. So basically, BMW did not cater to China. They just set the rules that way.
Gotcha.
So it's a huge misconception, like they don't care.
What's up? Season 2, baby. You ready? All right, let's go. So we're headed over to our buddy Build Journal's house. Gonna go pick up the E92 M3. Yo, what's up, everybody? Back on U.S. soil. It was a long trip. So I went to Korea first. Stopped off at the HQ, met up with the team. Got some big things in motion for 2025, and then headed over to Tokyo. So flying from Korea to Tokyo, and we had Tokyo Auto Salon where we unveiled the super wide body program. Man, that thing was an absolute showstopper. We unveiled our GT3 program, which, dude, that in person, it's crazy. The aero on that is the best quality carbon that you can get. So really looking forward to the end user, all of our customers and dealers getting their hands on that. Just all the cars are cool. Of course, having the staple there, our G82 M4 wide body as well. I mean, the whole thing being on center stage, Tokyo Auto Salon, in front of our peers in the industry, and really showing, what ADRO is all about, what we're doing, and what to look forward to. All right, so we're here at my buddy Andrew's house, picking up the E92 M3. This thing's awesome. Can't wait to show you it. But I texted him that we're here. I don't know, maybe he's in the garage. So here she is, guys. You guys are familiar with this car? Familiar with Andrew, Build Journal? What's up, dude?
What up?
Thanks for letting us take the ride out.
Yeah, no problem, man.
And if you guys don't know, he's Build Journal on Instagram. He's also got his E46 M3 here. Does all kind of racing and stuff like that.
Yeah, one for the track, one for the street,
And then one for the mountains.
One for the mountains, yeah. We got that one for, that's Connie's car, but another one for the street. So yeah, we got quite a few.
We just brought the one that's for the environment.
There's tobacco and marijuana in there.
That's more practical.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Super nice daily. But I was gonna ask if you could rattle off your fitment because everybody's gonna be in the comments or in your DMs.
Yeah, so 1810.5 ET22 square. I'm running a square setup, about -3 camber in the front on Nitto NTO1 275 35 18. A little bit of a stretch for a 10.5, but it's still, the sidewall on the NTO1s are so thick that I love the sidewall look of the NTO1s.
Yeah,
I'm pretty pumped with it. Yeah,
you know what I'm here for.
Yeah, well, you can.
So we're gonna transition into a video of doing basically the evolution of BMW grills, starting with the E92 chassis, how they had that iconic, aggressive kidney grill shape, moving into the G chassis, talking a little bit about the F chassis. That's all Davis's world. For me, it's about taking it down the highway, telling you how the car feels, and what a pleasure it is to drive Andrew's E92. Go see what Davis is up to. Of course, told you guys we get a little explanation of the grill design and all of that stuff that Davis does. So let's ambush him, see what he's working on, and get a designer's perspective. Davis, what's up, dude?
Yo, what's up, man?
Oh, jet lagged. Kevin had some questions. Today we're talking about BMW grills, or really all grills in general. How they were so small and gotten so bigger. And I told him about the early days. That's the boring history lesson. You know what's going on in present time.
Yeah.
Whether it's like, a market that needs to be pleased or electronics, whatever. So I'd love to get your take and kind of share that with the viewers and what's going on with these grills.
Why the BMW grills are getting bigger and bigger?
Yeah, they're huge. I mean, the G8X, the G90 is massive.
They're massive, yeah. Let's go to shop. I'll explain it to you.
All right, let's take a look.
Yeah, I'll show you with the cars. Pretty obvious how bigger the grills became.
Yeah, we fixed it a little bit on the G82, right?
Yeah,
a lot of it. But today I actually picked up Andrew's car, Build Journal.
Beautiful E92.
To show everybody kind of the progression from what I see, from the consumer's eyes, from the car enthusiast's eyes. We'd love to see from the designer's eye, his aspect as to why things are getting so massive.
Well, it's so clear, right? BMW used to have like these tiny grills, kidney grills, which was actually smaller than the headlamp, right?
That's right.
It's way smaller than the headlamp. But now I mean, we're skipping the F chassis, but look at the G chassis now. The M2 grille has become significantly bigger. It's as big or even bigger than the headlamps. The G82, of course, I don't have to say it. Although this is our bumper, it's way bigger than the headlamp.
Exactly.
So, I mean, grills becoming bigger and bigger. There's a really long history about that. Where should I start? It all happened from like early 2000s when BMW, Mercedes, Audi.
The Battle of the Euros.
Battle of the Euros. They're trying to become the king of the three luxury brands.
Right.
King in the castle, king in the castle.
I mean, some might argue Audi's not a luxury brand. It's Volkswagen.
Yeah.
What would you say?
I mean, Audis are always in the rearview mirror, so.
But there was a time when these three companies were always fighting each other to be the king of the luxury brand, and until 2009, everything was good. BMW was number one in terms of sales, and then Mercedes, and then Audi.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, 2009, it just completely changed because Audi beat Mercedes in terms of sales in 2009.
And that's when Audi started getting bigger grills.
Exactly. That's everything happened in 2005 when Audi introduced their A6 with a humongous grille.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
And then they didn't stop there. They moved on to A7, A5, Q7. All of them had a humongous grille.
Right.
And a huge Audi logo.
Yeah.
And that was back then when BMW and Mercedes had tiny grills.
Right.
So after they introduced those grills, people were like 300 feet away. It's like, oh, that's an Audi. Oh, wow.
So it's recognizable.
It's recognizable.
Okay.
They call it the family look, right? And it worked. Everybody started buying Audis. Chinese market, they reacted crazy because Audi looks so premium and family look. They loved it.
Yeah.
And they beat Mercedes. And then what happened to Mercedes? They were like,
we're not going to have that, right?
You're not going to have that, right? We can't be number 3 in the top luxury 3 brands. So in 2012, that was actually when I was in Mercedes.
Okay.
Mercedes was actually really nervous because Audi beat them in terms of sales. So what did they do? They started making humongous grills. Yeah. And the logo was like this small. And if you notice in 2012 CLS, logo became this big.
It looked like a dinner plate.
Yeah, it looked like
it's huge.
Exactly, like a dinner plate.
They're still big to this day.
They're still big, and the wing, like huge wing.
Yeah.
And everybody, it was like recognizable as a Mercedes.
That's right.
And then they came up with S-Class, C-Class, E-Class with humongous grills. And there was a time when people were like, oh, they look the same.
Yeah.
Right? But then what happened? In 2017, Mercedes became number 1.
Right.
And then BMW became number 2.
I mean, I remember the Mercedes grille would almost go from the top of the hood all the way down to the bottom where the splitter is.
Humongous. And then their emblem became like bigger and bigger. At some
and even
point,
illuminated.
Yeah, they couldn't even fit it in the grille because it became so big.
Yeah.
And what happens? Everybody recognizes it as a Mercedes from 1,000 feet away.
That's right.
Oh, wow, that's Mercedes. C-Class, S-Class, E-Class, you name it, it looks the same. Right?
Yeah.
So then Mercedes surpassed BMW and Audi, and that was 2017.
Gotcha.
Then what would BMW do?
Oh, we know what they did, and
So
some would say they failed.
yeah, so since 2016, 2017, BMW became really nervous.
Yeah.
What's up guys, sorry to interrupt your video, but if you guys love this E92 as much as we do, be sure to use code ADRO E92 at checkout to get yourself 10% off this kit for 1 week from when this video drops. Back to the video.
It doesn't matter how beautiful they make their car, if the BMW sits in between Mercedes and Audi, their presence was small.
Yeah, they look
because
cute.
their grille were cute, right?
Yeah.
So they had to do something about it. Now, Audi took the big grille, Mercedes took the wide grille. What could BMW do?
Just make 2 big ass grills.
Make it vertically taller.
Yeah.
So they made the tallest grille for the G82 and G80. And not only that, on the XM, X5,
it dripped down to the whole
iX,
ecosystem.
to whole ecosystem. The grille became humongous. You know what? BMW is number 1 now.
Man, look at them. Good job, BMW.
Although they took the number 1 again, they got so much criticism from the public that it's not a BMW anymore. It looks like they're catering to the Chinese market, which they're not.
Oh, they're not.
They're not.
That's what I always.
You know, always a lot of people say, "Oh, yeah, these German brands are catering to the Chinese market." That's complete nonsense.
Really, that's
It's
interesting.
complete nonsense because when I was in Mercedes, the chief of design, the biggest criticism he always says to designers, "Hey, this looks too much like a Chinese car.
Change it.
Change it. Make it more German.
Okay.
Oh, this looks too much like a Asian car, let's say, right? Change it. Make it more German." German people and their design team, they don't care about Chinese market.
Right.
They set the rules. So basically, BMW did not cater to China. They just set the rules that way.
Gotcha.
So it's a huge misconception. Like, they don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Dude, well,
Yeah.
hey, thank you for breaking that down
Yep.
for us, sharing it to the viewers as to why these grills are getting so crazy, and hopefully the designer that came from Polestar coming over to BMW, there's some hope.
Let's see.
There's some hope,
see.
but if there's not, then we always got ADRO, right?
Please screw up so you have some work to do.
Awesome, guys. Well, that's been a great breakdown of the design aspects and really the language that's been used all the way from the E chassis. We don't have the F here, but the G chassis as well. And other brands as to why the grill is getting so much bigger and wider. Here I was under the impression it was all the tech that was in the grill and stuff. But I mean, hey, at the end
Tech
of
in the Chinese market.
yeah,
But
exactly.
it's not the case.
But that's not the case. It was just all sales globally, and they're doing what they can to keep that top seat. So if you guys like content like this, make sure you comment down below. Hit that subscribe button. We'd love to hear from you guys. ADRO Davis has been actually pretty consistent in hopping in the comments and answering questions. So who knows, maybe he'll be kicked back in bed one night replying to you in your comments.
Beautiful.
Enjoy the view.